Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good very morning, Rumble Studios on this 03.28.2025. Current time is 0606 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That's the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Friday morning. Thank God we made it. Thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend. And we are here once again as we made it to the weekend. And that's the whole purpose of getting through the week is making it to the weekend, making it to Friday. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here. As your host, and I am glad to be here. And I'm excited about live streaming once again after doing some things yesterday, and I'll get to that. But you can follow me over there on X at Fireman Rich, where I do just about all my postings are there. Oh, no, all my postings that I do on this internet are there. There's some on some other platforms that I post as far as this broadcast I'll put out on other platforms. You want to search for those. Look in the links of the various places we're online at here and live streaming at Rumble, Locals, YouTube, X Live, Twitch, and we're going to start the Facebook. I forgot about the Facebook. Let's wait for it. There we are. Now we're on the Facebook. Okay. All right. We're on the Facebook now. And am I hearing some back noise? No. We're on the Facebook now. So, check those links as far as where else we're at. Basically those we're at all those places, but there's other places I'm at. Just Google Fireman Rich. And but check me out on X, and you won't miss what I'm doing. And as far as that goes, I put my links to good stuff posted on X. X is king. I like X, and I have fun on X. And I have fun when we have people that come into the chat. One of those very good people that come into our chat just about every morning that we are broadcasting is our Jersey girl, Tina. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Get the coffee, girl, and let's get this day started with a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD, and glad to be seeing you there as far as that goes. I'm feeling a lot better compared to where I was at the beginning of this week. I still have some congestions. I'm still coughing a little bit. The missus, she is doing better. For those that are, I know you're more interested in that than me. I could be dying on the side of the road, but you'll just say, "Hi, how's the missus?" No, that's okay. Just kidding. I'd probably be saying the same, because well, that's what 39 years of marriage will do. You'll just make you slap happy. No, I love it. I tell you. But we went grocery shopping yesterday because the missus is still somewhat restricted on lifting anything more than 10 pounds. So I had to go there for one purpose, and that was lift a bag of cat litter. No, I had fun. We zipped through there. We saw that's 3 weeks in a row, and excuse me, I'm getting to be known as a regular there because people are, they say, hey, they're saying hi to me and stuff like that. The workers and stuff, you always say hi to them. They're doing a job, so you tell them they appreciate it and stuff because they're the ones that provide the food and products that we use and stuff like that up on the shelves and take care of us and stuff like that. So that's always a treat to go there to interact with people. About 3 weeks ago, it wasn't really, we caught a bug there. I know that for a fact. We had to. But we went grocery shopping yesterday, and then I played some PUBG Battlegrounds with my partner there on PUBG Mobile or PUBG Battlegrounds. Wingnut, he's over there in Scotland. If you're watching Wing, good. He freaking ate him up yesterday. Oh my god, he just ate him up and stuff. We still haven't gotten a win. We were talking about that yesterday. We didn't get a win yet. A chicken dinner as a team. We've had individuals. I've been lucky to get one or two, but Wingnut's he's in a whole nother category. God, he freaking knocks off like 6 kills like it's nothing sometimes. I got some kills yesterday and stuff, and we work pretty good as a team now. We're starting to gel as far as knowing covering each other's asses and stuff like that. And that's what it's all about. That's the fun of it as far as the teamwork and stuff like that. And then after that, before going on last night for I think it's the second season for Let's Talk Football, UFL football, because I did have the program, I think, with USFL in its own show format. And going slowly to get coffee. My cold is gone. Yeah, okay, good. Mine's we're working on ours there, Tina. Tina's she's had a cold this week also, so the cold season is around here. But before going on doing Let's Talk Football, and we had Captain Rehab in the chat last night, and Tony he came in to just talk about the start of the UFL football season today, and or tonight actually. Starts tonight. The game is on Fox. I don't know what time. We'll get to that when we get to the sports. But just before that, I ended up. I was working on something, and I've been chasing this rabbit down a rabbit hole as far as trying to. And I can do it. I did it with my last Lord of the Rings Online broadcast, because it's all about the broadcast, right? It's like, but I like because they're on the new server, and I like playing it a lot. And I've got this new character I'm playing. I'm growing very fond of, and that's Ryan, R-I-N-D. He's a hobbit burglar, and he's a little pesky guy. He got known as a pesky hobbit by another player there. And actually, this guy's a live streamer too. But I can go to YouTube and Twitch, and I can broadcast that. And I did this last time out. I think it was Wednesday night in 1080p. See, this broadcast here that's on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and all that is at 720p, if not a little lower, depending on your internet service and stuff like that. I have the capability to go to 1080p. I have a computer, and my internet shows that it can go up to 1080p, but I can't do that through this Rumble Studios. Rumble Studios clogs it up a little bit. It keeps it at 720. It's a good picture, great picture. And for the people that are listening on the Spotify for creators over on Spotify, I do the audio. I repurpose the audio for this broadcast over there. You'd have to see the visual to understand what I'm talking about. This is a good picture, but if it was a 1080p, it would be crisp. I mean, that's the difference. You can see the difference. Lord of the Rings, you get these boxes that come up, and they have all this verbiage that it tells you about what the quest is. 720p, you can if you get close, you can make out the letterings. 1080p, boom, it pops out at you. It is crisp. So I've been chasing it as far as to get at least. I can't do that in Rumble Studios. I've played around the settings and stuff like that, and my OBS and all that, and it's not OBS. It's not OBS. Because I'm able to do it on YouTube and Twitch, broadcasting at the same time. I'm using what is it? Oh, Prism Live Studio, which is a great program. Okay. Rumble Studios is a great program for what I'm doing right here. I love doing this. The Monday, Wednesday broadcast, and when we have a panel, this is great. The only drawback that Rumble Studios has in this format, when you have a panel, is allowing those panel members to broadcast it to their particular channels, like they do with Restream. That'd be neat if they had that. But as far as the 720p and 1080p, it's not getting it done. Even if um, I broadcast individually, I didn't try that. So the game plan is to use Prism Live Studio to bring in Rumble, but the only way I can do that is through RTMP, and it took me a little bit to figure out. I was putting the stream URL in the wrong place. I was putting it in the field that's where you put the title of your RTMP connection. So I got that straight away. And then yesterday, I was on Twitch, I was on YouTube, and I was on Rumble. All three were at 1080p, and oh my god, it looked like eye candy. That is just like, this is going to be good. I just got on there just as a test. I deleted it off of YouTube and my Twitch channel. But if you go over to my Rumble channel, Fireman Rich Broadcasts, you'll it's still residing over there, and that's, I'm just smiling, and it's just something I was doing, and I came across. Okay, let me try this, and it worked, and it was like a eureka moment. It's like, wow, because I love this game, Lord of the Rings Online. I've said that so many times, and I really do mean it, because I've been playing it for this next month will be 18 years. I was in on the ground beta program. They let it out to the masses, and we had great fun. I had crappy computers back then, nothing like I have now. But now I can play it, and I can also broadcast and share it with you folks. And good morning.
Good morning.
How are we feeling?
Everybody.
Huh? What's that?
I said good morning, everybody.
Oh, okay. The missus says good morning to everybody. How you feeling? Tired? Yeah, I got a good night's sleep. No, you didn't. Well, yeah, I heard that last night. Okay. All righty. There's the missus. She's up and about. She's got her coffee also, so she's got her day started and stuff. So I'm pretty stoked that I may be broadcasting later tonight after my chess game with my neighbor online, and as far as definitely this weekend. This weekend it will be another Lord of the Rings Online weekend, as far as that goes. And if I'm not watching sports, because there's a lot of sports going on. Hey, Buggy, stop that! Hey! Buggy, stop! God. I have to put something on your chair there.
Well, eventually go after anyway, right?
Buggy's scratching at the chair. It's a chair she likes laying in. And then Murdoch's in a chair there. Hey, Murdoch, what are you doing? So I'm pretty stoked about that. So that's a quality. Some will say, well, why don't you bring that here to this? No, that's strictly going to be for gaming. That when I broadcast, it's a little bit different mechanics than using Rumble Studio. It's a little bit more manually doing things and stuff like that with OBS. OBS is just a dream now. It works so fine. It works so good for me. I understand it so much. You have to make sure you have settings set at a certain level compared on your. I've learned so much over the years that I'm really reaping the benefits of all the trial and error that I've done with OBS, and it works really well with Prism Live. Prism Live is a really good platform to live stream from, and so I've got those three plugged into my Prism Live program, and I can go live on all three of them, and we got some eye candy that looks very nice for the game and stuff. And the game is so picturesque. There's so much visual in it that is great. I almost want to know, when are they going to come with I'll probably end up buying a VR set if they have the VR to where you can go into this game via VR. That would be so cool. Be in virtual reality into the Lord of the Rings online Middle Earth environment. So I was pretty stoked about that. I was almost going to blow off Let's Talk Football and play Lord of the Rings last night, but I didn't. Okay, let's get started here. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we're just a tad warmer, but we're still cold. It's currently 31 degrees Fahrenheit. 31 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're below freezing. on the Fahrenheit side, and which is negative 0.5555, negative a half degree Celsius as far as that goes on the Celsius scale. And it looks like yesterday wasn't too bad of a day. It was all right. It was nice. We're gonna get some rain though. We got inbound rain, a mix of clouds and sun this morning, followed by mostly cloudy skies and a few showers this afternoon um, on this Friday. And high of 57 degrees Fahrenheit, that's good. That's pleasant. I like that. Winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 30%, but I think over the next week we'll be getting some rain in the area. We need it. It's dry. There's a ban on burning, a burn ban in the county, and also neighboring counties as well. Sun will be rising this morning at 6:55, and that's in, let's see, 6:55. That is in 33 minutes. 33 minutes. 6:55 a.m. and the sun will be setting tonight at 7:27 p.m. Those minutes are adding up. Days are getting longer. It was a nice. I was enjoying the sunset here last night there when I was playing around with the computer. Just as I get done, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm able to broadcast in 1080p, and I'm looking over there and there's the sunset. What a gorgeous sunset. So let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Let's see, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:23 a.m. Cloudy with some clearing, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona, currently at 3:23 a.m. in their morning. Clear sky, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:23 a.m. Thunderstorms in Chicago, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle, the jungle as I like to call it, 6:23 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. But down in New York City, it is 46 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. Down in central New Jersey, where Tina is at, she's letting us know that it's currently 67 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a good temperature, nice and or no, back up. No, that's your high, or that's going to be your high temperature, 67. Low is 54 degrees in New Jersey. You got 39 right now, so you're still warmer than we are here. So we're still below freezing. So thank you, Tina, for that. Appreciate that. Down there in New Jersey. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, 10:24 a.m. in Cork, Ireland. It's raining in Cork. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, 11:24 a.m. Sunny and clear, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. As we're slipping over to Kuala Lumpur at 6:24 p.m. in their evening. They're 12 hours ahead. They're in their evening. They're probably finishing up dinner time or just sitting down at dinner time. However, they do their dinner over there. Kuala Lumpur at 6:25 p.m. now. Sunny and clear, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 7:25 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, great friends and allies, as I like to always say and appreciate their friendship. In Melbourne at 9:25 p.m., cloudy skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and to the east in Sydney, Australia at 9:25 p.m., cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit there. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. So should have a nice, pleasant day. We have a thought for the day from a great American poet, Robert Frost. And Robert Frost just had a birthday here. Was it this past Wednesday? He was born March 26, 1874. Great American poet. Robert Lee Frost was a 20th century American poet known for his realistic portrayal of rural New England life and his use of um, his way of speech. He worked, which often his works, which often explored complex social and themes, helped define the modern image of the region. So, a great American poet. He passed away. When did he pass away? 1963, at age 88. God bless him. His quote and our thought for today, very clean cut. 6 words. If is a word, is a word? Yeah, is a word. Uh, his quote and our thought for the day. You know what? I got to check. Let me check something here. We do not have anyone on X Live. Let's see. Do we? Let me see. We got one person. One person. Okay. I just saw the red circle, and so I forgot to mention it. Let's see. Thought for the Today by Robert Frost. His quote: "The only way out is through." When you look at how do I get out? How do I get out? You go through. You go through something, either a window, a door, or a wall. Okay, if you're in a room, those are your 3 choices, or through the roof, or through the ground. Okay, so you got 2 more choices. Multi-dimensional answer there. But what it's basically suggesting is that the best way to overcome adversity or challenges is to face them head on rather than try to avoid or escape them. Right there, take care of it. Go through the door. Okay, so she's coughing still a little bit. So we're going to have challenges. You got to meet those challenges. You got to go through them to move forward. That's the whole purpose. That's what I say. If you go through something, you're moving forward. You're not going backwards. You're not going sideways or up and down. Unless you're going through the roof or the basement to get out of the room. But that's your ingenuity. That's your ingenuity coming into play. Okay, I can angle this way to get through. You try not to go backwards. You go through to get to the solution as far as that goes. So the only way out is through. Robert Frost. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. That was a great one right there. They're all great, but that was pretty, cut and dry. 6 words. You go through. Our national day for today, let's see. I'm just looking at it for right here. National Triglycerides Day. Okay, that's too medical. You're going to love this one, Tina. I know you're going to love this one. But we also have National Something on a Stick. Okay. I don't know. Something on a stick. I don't know if I wanted something on a stick. National Weed Appreciation Day. There's some. I always remember when driving down the highway, you look at those pretty flowers and you come to realize those are weeds. But even weeds can look beautiful from the roadside, right? It's only when you get up close it's like, oh wow. No, some of them actually are pretty interesting as far as their flowers. No, you're gonna like this one, Tina. I know you're gonna love this one because national. Let me see. Here it comes up. I'm drum roll. National Black Forest Cake Day. Ooh, and that looks good. It's got the crumbly chocolate on top of it with some whipped cream. That looks good. March 28th recognizes a dedicated and delicious dessert. Yes, yes, I knew you would like that one. National Black Forest Cake Day. Black Forest cake is an English name for the German dessert, and I can't even pronounce that. Meaning the German word means Black Forest cherry torte. Hashtag Black Forest Cake Day. Most often, bakers layer several sheets of chocolate cake with whipped cream and cherries between each layer to make Black Forest cake. Then they decorate the cake with the whipped cream, Marciano cherries, and chocolate shavings. Oh, the chocolate shavings, those are good. Some traditional recipes call for some cherries between the layers, and a liqueur distilled from tart cherries to be added. So you can get drunk on eating a cake, added to the cake. In the United States, bakers usually do not use alcohol. However, in Germany, liqueur is a mandatory ingredient. Otherwise, a cake can not be legally sold under the Black Forest cake German name. So that's pretty interesting. You don't have the booze in it. You can't sell it as such. So what do you call it? Just a black chocolate cake. Excuse me. Okay, so go out and grab a Black Forest cake and indulge today, folks. Let's see. We did have the audio podcast yesterday, and it went fairly quick. But we had a good. We presented a good story concerning the folks out west there. Uh, there's there's this cave called Wind Cave National Park that they're taking fluorescent lights and they're examining the rock, and it's giving off a hue, like a coloring signature almost, to where this could be used to when they go to Europa. That's one of Jupiter's moons and stuff, and it could show how life could exist on one of Jupiter's moons. I guess they look at inside caves, how they form and stuff like that. That um, Europa is probably somewhat like that. Fluorescent lights inside of it's South Dakota's Wind Cave has give scientists a pathway into theorizing how life could exist on Jupiter's moons, and it's a cool way of looking at things. So it's just a different way. So I had fun doing that. The audio podcast is a scaled down version of audio version of what we're doing right now on the full fledged morning coffee, because we do have coffee during that audio podcast, and but that's a little bit different workflow here. So I'm doing all sorts of things. We're doing the audio for Spotify for creators. We're doing the regular podcast here using Rumble Studios Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and now I've got the capability of bringing 1080p to the screen on three channels there: Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube for Lord of the Rings Online. It's like going to a 3D movie or something. No, 3D movies didn't fascinate me. 4K. Oh, geez, if I could do 4K. The ability to do 4K, I would have to have a very much stronger internet service to do 4K. There are some broadcasters that do 4K. Who is it? Voice of the Ring on YouTube. He has done 4K, and that looks pretty tough. I got the cough still, but I feel better. I do feel better. Let's see. What do we got for? Let's go ahead and do 100 years ago. We don't have Fox 40. Where's Fox 40? I forgot to bring them up. Let's see. And let's see. Fox 40. I'll go ahead and bring this up here. Okay, where is it? I had it yesterday. We're actually presenting this on the audio podcast now. The Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, yesterday was the Thursday. Next week will be Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see. Let's see. Where the hell is it? Man, since they've redone this, it's not as you can't get to it as easy as before. Let's see. 100 years ago. There we go. For March 26th would be Wednesday. Yeah, we'll get to you. Just a minute, girl. Just a minute. Hold your horses. Okay. Let's see. We got that there. Set that one over there. Yeah, we're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you. Just a minute. Let's see. Move that over there. Let's go to 2%. Oh, I gotta turn off this. I gotta turn off the scroll here. Let's turn the scroll off. And to present. And here we go. We'll see what Roger Luther has to say. This is 100 years ago, as of Wednesday, May 26th, which was yesterday. And let's go ahead and present this here.
Our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news first now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, police believe a firebug is operating in Binghamton. Last night, 2 disastrous fires broke out at 155 and 159 Washington Street, causing the death of 1 fireman and sending 10 firefighters to the city hospital. The death of fireman H. Claire Brainerd occurred when a floor collapsed at the rear of the coffee den and he was pinned down by a fallen beam. The Commissioner of Public Safety said today that immediate steps will be taken to purchase oxygen helmets for the Binghamton Fire Department. While fighting last night's fires, all 35 members of the department were at some point overcome by smoke, ammonia, and gas fumes. In other news, the very first court session in this vicinity took place back in 1791. It was held outdoors beneath 2 elm trees at a spot on what would later become Upper Front Street. A suggestion is now being considered to place a marker there so the site will not be lost for future generations. That was the news, March 26, 1925.
So the law of the land back then in 1791 was executed under 2 elm trees there at Binghamton, New York. that's some good history there. The sad note, though, 100 years ago, and Wednesday, a firefighter passed away. That would be a line of duty death, the way he explained it. 10 other firefighters were taken to the city hospital with injuries and stuff like that. That's a big fire. When you get that many, you get a line of duty death. That's a tragedy right there. Ironically enough, just last month, within the same time, there was a line of duty death of a Binghamton firefighter. So I found that somewhat close coincidental. And then the other thing, and I mentioned this yesterday when I first listened to this, the Commissioner of Public Safety said today that there immediately steps will be taken to purchase what they called oxygen helmets. I'm trying to visualize oxygen helmets. You don't want oxygen anywhere near a fire. So I don't know if that's a good term, because if you get oxygen near a fire, or it's gonna do more damage. But I think what is probably the forerunner of the self-contained breathing apparatus, what we call the scuba. It's the same thing divers say, but we call it the SCBA in the fire department career field, and that's what you wear on the fire ground to have breathable air in a smoke-filled environment. And when you're on the fire ground, the whole fire ground is considered, even though it may be cleared, it's still considered a fire ground. There's some fire departments, if you're a firefighter and you don't have your SCBA on, you can be fired on the spot, because that's one of your terms of employment, to keep yourself safe. And it's emphasized. There's no tomfoolery, if you will, to use a term from 100 years ago, messing with this type of equipment. So I found that pretty interesting. I'm sorry when I don't want my daughter to talk. She talks. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry when I don't want. Let her talk there, Tina. Let her talk. Unless she's bugging you. She must be getting ready for her day today. So that's so that was a pretty bad fire, I guess, as far as the floor collapsing, which is I've seen some. We had a firefighter that line of duty death here in Tioga County. It's been over 10 years now. I know the guy's mother. I worked with the guy's mother at IBM, and the floor collapsed on him at a fire that there was no need for him to go in it, and that's a shame. Some firefighters are they're bullheaded, stubborn, that they want to go into the building because that's where the fire is, but they don't even think of their own safety and stuff. And you have um, to be able to do the job and stuff like that. I think even his mother said that he shouldn't have never run in there, because if they would have checked the backside and they saw how extensive the fire was, and there was no life, there was already confirmed. I remember listening to that fire because they were having trouble, and I didn't know there was a line of duty death, but I knew they were having trouble. They were having trouble to. I gotta get my camera. I got my camera. They were having trouble getting water. It was I think it was January. February. It was cold and icy, and they couldn't get the tankers up to the fire ground area. As far as that goes, they had to tank the water in and such. So let's see other things that were in history on this day. The Louvre Museum opened to the public in Paris back in 1794. It was in 1799 here in New York State, abolished slavery. It was right after the country was formed. Um, let's see. 1990, President George H.W. Bush, that would be George Bush the Sr., posthumously awarded Jesse Owing the Congressional Gold Medal. I'm surprised no president did it before that. He deserved it immensely. A great American athlete. On the AP side, let's see what we got on the AP side. It was on this day in 1979. Wow, I was still in. No, I was over. Where was I in '79? I was over in Italy. I was in Italy. I was on my second year over in Italy. America's worst commercial nuclear accident occurred with a partial meltdown inside Unit 2 reactor at 3 Mile Island plant near Middletown, Pennsylvania. I wonder if 3 Mile Island. Let me Google that. Is 3 Mile Island still open? Is 3 Mile Island still open? No, 3 Mile Island Unit 1 reactor, because you got to figure Unit 2 melted down, is not currently open, but it is planning to reopen in 2028. Okay, with Constellation Energy and Microsoft partnering to power Microsoft data centers. Okay. So they've got Unit 1, but I guess they cleaned up all the mess that Unit 2 did. Let's see. In 1898, the U.S. Supreme Court in the United States versus Wong Kim Ark ruled 6-2 that Wong, who was born in the United States to Chinese immigrants, was an American citizen. It was the first Supreme Court decision to rule on the citizen status of a child born in the United States to non-citizen parents. Now, there's been talk, and this is, I love our president. Full disclosure, I did vote for him. And he's doing a great job to make America great again. I have nothing to do with MAGA, though. Okay, I'm just full disclosure. I'm a conservative Republican, and he was definitely better than what the other side had to offer. But he's doing things. One of the things I guess I have disagreements with President Trump. He wants to revoke that, and I don't think he can. It's the Supreme Court, unless Congress changes, and Congress isn't going to change that. And the status is the child was born in the United States. So I would say that all the illegal immigrants that we had coming across the United States, I guess he wants to change it to where if a child was born here, they're not. No, I would disagree with that because they're regular people, and that's what been the law of the land for many years. Now there was news yesterday. I don't know if people saw it yesterday morning after I woke up and I got done with the audio podcast. Um, the the Justice Department, the FBI, state and local, federal, down there in Virginia, they nabbed the number one guy for the East Coast for one of the gangs there, something 13, whatever that gang 13, and the guy's only 24 years old, but they nabbed him, and that's a big feather in their hat of accomplishments because that's taking a bad guy who's illegal. He doesn't need to be here, and he needs to get out of the country. They'll probably prosecute him, as far as he's and. But the thing, as far as the Supreme Court, I would agree with that. If a person is born here in the United States, they're a U.S. citizen. As far as that goes, you can say it's a technicality because their parents were foreign. Well, we can all draw a line back to our great grandparents, great grandparents, or whatever down the line. They weren't citizens. They came from another country, and but it's one of those laws that is the law of the land. I respect. So I differ and disagree with President Trump on that note and stuff like that. It's one of those things. He's got many things. He's done more here in the last 2 months since he's been elected than Sleepy Joe did the whole 4 years. Sleepy Joe, worst president in the United States, in my opinion, as far as that goes. So let's see. Continuing on with the history here in 1969, the 37th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, passed away in Washington at age 78. Wow. Great American. And let's see, what else we got? In 2022, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed the Florida Parental Right in Education Act, commonly referred to as Don't Say Gay Law, which includes prohibition classroom discussion about. Okay, that's where the states take charge of their schools. I'm in for that. They do that here in New York State. Okay, the only thing the federal Department of Education, all they do is they divvy out money. And they divvy out money. They may have some influence on the curriculums and stuff, but the majority of education in this country is done at a state level. So that's one thing. I guess I say I don't really. Yeah, I agree with it. If there's a waste there and they see a waste, I know it's part of one of the. They had the target on its back there by Doge, and the President Trump has said that past presidents have indicated they want to get rid of it. But I think past presidents saw it. We can squeak some money in there. And they did, and then once it's there, they divert it other ways and stuff because they do that sort of crap. So am I for? I live in New York State. New York State's going to do what New York State does for the education. They have a pretty decent education here. One of the reasons I came back to New York is to have my kids educated. It was basically in the area where me and the missus grew up, as far as that goes. They got a good. They went to a school system that was, it's rural and stuff like that, but it was good. They've had opportunities for higher education. One of my kids there did take that route. The other one did partially, but could have gone the same route. But they had a good foundation, and I'm very thankful for that, as far as that goes, because it's one of the things a parent should do: provide a healthy home, but also provide an avenue of getting a good education. So there we go. So there's the history. That's the history as far as we got. Let's see. We got 47 minutes. Let's see. Last night they had the start of the Sweet 16. One of my teams, I guess, got blown out. Oh, Michigan beat Texas A&M. Wow. Oh no, that's before. Back up. No, Michigan plays Auburn tonight. That's the only team I have in the race right now. Is Auburn plays Michigan tonight at 9:30. So I'll be watching that one. Ole Miss and Michigan State goes tonight, and then last night Florida, they beat my alma, Maryland. They went down 87-71, and Texas Tech is going to be playing Florida because Texas Tech beat Arkansas. Wow, 88-83. That went right down to the wire there. Kentucky will be playing Tennessee today. Houston and Purdue. That's tonight at 10 p.m. That should be a good game. That's a number 1 and a number 4, Purdue and Houston. And then Duke and Alabama. Ooh, when's that? Let's see. Alabama won last night, and Duke won. So they're going to the final, the Elite Eight, aren't they? No, they're in the final. No, that's the Final Four. No, the Elite Eight. Let me see. Oh, they're in the Elite Eight, I guess. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, they're in the Elite Eight. Duke and Alabama. That's a good game. Number 1 and number 2. That's the 29th. That's going to be Saturday night. That'll be a good game. Saturday night. Duke and Alabama. I'll be rooting for Duke. That wasn't one of my picks, though. All I got is Auburn. Auburn, is the only horse I have left in the race. So that's continuing. I saw a little bit of the game last night, Maryland, but they were losing. So in basketball, excuse me, sorry about that. They had a big win last night. The Chicago Bulls, I guess, a last-minute basket won over the Lakers. So I thought that was pretty good. Seeing that headline there, I'm not a Laker fan. Bulls are okay, I guess. I liked the Bulls when Jordan was on there. Okay, where's the scores? I had the scores. Okay, so for NBA basketball starting Wednesday night, we had the New York Knicks, or New York Nets, or the Brooklyn Nets. They lost to the Raptors 116-86. And, the Lakers, they lost to the Pacers also by 1 point Wednesday night. The New York Knicks lost to the Clippers 126-113. Celtics won against the Suns Wednesday night 132-102. That was devastating. Let's see, yesterday. Yeah, the Lakers. That's 2 games in a row. The Lakers Wednesday night, I'm just looking at this. They lost to the Pacers. No, they beat the Pacers by 1 point. But last night against the Chicago Bulls, they lost 119-117. So they lost by 2 points. And let's see. I don't think anybody played on the New York teams or Boston. Nope. Tonight we got the Brooklyn Nets will be playing the Clippers down there in Brooklyn. The Knickerbockers are out there in Milwaukee playing the Bucks at 8:00 tonight. And let's see. The Nets play Saturday against the Wizards. Celtics play the Spurs on Saturday. And then Sunday, Knicks play the Trailblazers. So that's how we have basketball. Yesterday, spring means baseball. The official start of baseball started yesterday, and we had the Yankees won their opening game. The Yankees won. I'm not going to go over the all scores. I'll go down. Let's see, where are they? Yesterday. Let's see. That was still spring training was Thursday. Yeah, Yankees beat the Brewers 4-2. Orioles won over the Blue Jays 12-2. Wow. Red Sox lost 5-2. Phillies won 7-3. Braves lost to the Padres. Mariners beat the Pirates. Did the Mets play last night? I'm not seeing the Mets. Where's the Mets? Mets play today. The Astros at 8:10 tonight. So we'll have some. We got baseball in full swing now. Baseball is in full swing, and it has opened. It's baseball. The boys of summer are back. So, let's see. The only other sporting item I have this Sunday, my soccer team that I inherited or that I like following, Manchester City Football Club, will be playing in the FA Cup quarterfinals against Vermont. That's Sunday at 11:30. So that's outside the Premier Cup or the Premier League. So I should be able to pick up because right now, man, it doesn't affect them in their league setting and stuff. But let's see, they do play Wednesday, April 2nd, Leicester. Is that in the Premier League? Let's see. Let me see standings. Yeah. Oh, they're last, so they should win that. So they should. I asked Wingnut. He's a diehard. Well, that'd be Chelsea. He's a diehard Manchester City football club guy, and he said they should win this game for the FA Cup. So we'll see what happens Sunday on soccer. So we got a lot of sports going on as far as that goes. Tina says, I'm always saying New York, New Jersey has better education from. Yeah, I agree, Tina. That's true. I agree. Yeah, the states, you got to, and that's the thing. That's one of those things that's always been controlled overall by the states. The states, they get money from the government, and I think there's going to be a mechanism for that. But do they really need, we're trying to scale down government. I know there's people that disagree because Elon Musk is very enthused on doing this job for the president. Okay, it's he's doing it by the direction of the president. The president campaigned on cutting government waste, and they're finding waste. So the people that complain, it'd be a little bit better, I guess, if Elon would, his team, the Doge folks would work with the department people. But I guess when they first went in there, they thought like they had a blank check. And if they did have that, I wouldn't be agree to that. But they are doing a job. They're doing something that there's complaints about. Oh, look at all the federal workers are laying off. Obama and Clinton, they laid off more folks. They weren't complaining back then. They were saving money and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just if they're looking at people in the federal government that supposedly work and they haven't worked there for 100 years. So why are they still drawing a check? Who's getting that check? That's what I want to know. Who's getting that check? They're scamming the government. So I'm all for. So just people, they got a hard on against Elon Musk, and he's a good guy. There's some things I disagree with him, but you got to, and then the people that buy his product, the Tesla, you got climate fanatics there that, we need to all go electric. Now they're freaking burn electric cars because they don't have a message. They're lost. They're lost in the woods. They'll come back though, I think. Hopefully for the better. I guess the thing about Tesla is cars being torched. I guess they're catching people, and those people will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, which they should. If I had a Tesla, and Tesla goes for like minimum $75,000. I have somebody come along keying that or even burning it. It's like, I bought it. It was with my money. And then that stupid ass governor out in Minnesota, how he ever got elected, I don't know. He's a dumbass, in my opinion. Just by saying, I didn't mean that. Well, then why the frick did you say it? Wanting the stock go down, and come to find out more than half of the pension fund for Minnesota state workers is in Tesla. That's a governor that doesn't know he has no clue if he doesn't know what his state pension fund is associated with. He went up. That was a big oops. That's freaking egg right on his face. How he got picked as a vice president candidate, I don't know. But anyway, enough of politics. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break here. Replace my coffee. Yeah, you like that one, Tina? That's a political funny. Okay, Hal's up. Yeah. Let me see. I gotta refresh. Okay, Tina. Yeah, it's Friday. It's a Friday scream. So thanks for being here, Tina. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. Appreciate it. Yep, Hal's up. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here and refresh my coffee here and check on the cats and we're standing by. Oh, we got 5 people on. According to Rumble Studios, we have 5 people on Twitch. We have 1 person on Locals and YouTube, and oh, hey Jane, how you doing? There she is. Hi Jane. Jane is in the house. How you doing? And we got 3 people on Rumble. How many people we got on X Live? It was great talking with you yesterday. Great talking with you. As far as you sounded a lot happier too. You sounded happier, so you're making progress. And that's what I told you. You just have to give it a little bit. Good to hear. Yeah, good to hear. Let's see. What do we have here? We got 1 person over on X Live. Who do we got on the Facebook? Let's check the Facebook out. Anybody pop in on the Facebook? Nope, nobody on the Facebook. Okay. And yeah, little by little, exactly, little by little, and it adds up. It adds up, and it was definitely it was good. It was good to hear Wingnut and me. It was good to hear the joy in your voice again, as far as that goes. So just stick with it, and you're gonna do that, and sooner, before you know it, you're gonna be back playing with us. PUBG, for the folks that are watching and listening. Jane, she's a New Yorker. She's an artist, and she used to live stream. She's over there on Twitch in the chat. Jane Simmer, I can't pronounce the last. It's Surmia, Sir Me. I don't know about that. My wishes are pretty bad. Or my wrists are pretty. Well, we could cover you. You can be part of the fun. No, it's just good hearing from you though, Jane. I'm for the folks listening again and watching. I've known Jane. I met her. She was broadcasting on the Haps days and like uh, Ermic, Sir Ermic. Oh no, C. Okay, but Jane is. Let me go ahead and put her up on the. Let's see. I'll put your name up on the thing. I'm bad on pronouncing names. There's Jane's name. Jane Ermic Art. She is an artist. She is a real artist. I've watched her streams when she was streaming, and she is very talented. And it was a pleasure watching when she was live streaming, as far as that goes. So, but she also plays PUBG, Battlegrounds. We have fun. That's what it's all about. It's all having fun and stuff. And she also was. She played. I played PUBG Mobile with her for a while there before we switched over to the Battlegrounds. But it was great having you. Great having you here now and getting your day started. Spending a little time here with us at on the Friday morning coffee. And I have to take a break here, Jan. I gotta get a refresh. I'm gonna be back here in a couple minutes, and I gotta check on the kitty cats there as well and see if they. So I will be right back. So get some coffee. Yeah, I'll get some coffee. Get some coffee. Coffee. Get some coffee. Oh God, I remember those days going down to New York City with my father to visit my grandparents in Brooklyn. As soon as we got into New York City, he had this strong, the strong New York City accent. My father was like that. Oh my God, yeah, coffee time, yeah, the coffee. Yeah, my father had that strong Brooklyn accent, and it just like I'm looking at him like, where the hell did that come from? All right, folks, we'll be right back, and just hang loose, and I'll come back with some coffee. Coffee. Okay, what do we got? We got. What do we have for a break? What do I usually put up for? Oh, bubblegum. And we're back. We are back here for the Friday morning coffee for March 28th, 2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. And I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there here on Rumble, but at Fireman Rich also over there on X. And where I like being, it's a good place. I know some people have some issues with it, but that's their bag of donuts. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have any bag of donuts with them. I like them. I'm a premium member, and more than likely, I'm going to probably. I ended up becoming a premium member because they reduced it by 50%. But I got to see when it hasn't been a year. I think it's been like a little over 6 months. But I'll probably end up paying the full bit because I enjoy being a premium member because they have that X Pro is the old tweet deck, and I like using that. So that's worth paying the annual subscription. And it's not that much, and I do utilize it a lot. But we are back here, and it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend. Just you working stiffs out there, you just got to get through the day, and then the weekend is here for you all. I do have my second cup of coffee here. Captain Rehab, here he is. How you doing, my friend? Glad to have you. Thank you for being on last night's Let's Talk Football. Yeah, Captain Rehab was on there last night, and we have our picks. I was just looking at that. We got our picks. I got to put that in the spreadsheet there on my show notes and stuff like that. We're flying by the seat of our pants last night on the Let's Talk Football. And I do appreciate you being there, Captain Rehab, as far as that goes, and taking part in you took part for the NFL, but you lost your way there and stuff like that. You're just in those. You had a couple incidents, I guess. We'll just leave it at that. But we had the start. Week 1 starts for the UFL. Tomorrow or tonight, actually, my team, the Battlehawks, play against the Roughnecks. So it was good having you there last night, and as far as that goes, and we'll be doing that for the next 10 weeks there for till the championships, as far as that goes. And let's see. Binghamton University Art Museum hosts Women's History Month tour. Let's see what that one's about. Because we have Jane in the Jane is in the audience here on the Twitch side in the chat, and so let's bring this up as far as on Fox 40. I got to read the article, but there's a good picture there. Let's turn off the that, and we'll go to this, and there it is. There's the picture. As far as Captain Rehab says, Rich, I have news. Okay, what do you got for news there, Captain Rehab? We'll wait on this. What's Captain Rehab's news? Really? See, I don't want to mention that person's name, but you can. I'm interested in that. I know you know. Yeah, probably up to the same antics. This individual is one of those people that think they own the platform and stuff like that, and they're all knowledgeable. I'm laughing at that myself. Thank you for passing that on. I feel the way that person acted during Haps, they should be banned from the internet. It's just like, anyway, I'm not. That's good. I'm not going to post it, but for those folks that are watching and listening, if you've been on the internet as long as you have and stuff, you're going to get the blowhards. You say, why is this person even on here? And you have control. And I always stress that you have control of blocking people if you don't want them. They're not if it's honest discord, disagreements and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, Big Juice, hey, Big Juice is in the house. How we doing, my friend? Got Captain Rehab and Big Juice coming in. So glad to have you, Captain Rehab, saying hi to Big Juice. So that's funny. I'm not surprised. Let's get back to the article here, because we have an artist, and she's still there, Jane, and she'll probably appreciate this. So the Binghamton University, which is the university up here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's right there in Vestal, New York, even though it says Binghamton. The Binghamton University Art Museum hosts a tour of its monuments exhibits to highlight Women's History Month. The Moments exhibits come from the New York Historical Society and highlights important sculptures and statues throughout American history. As part of the tour, guests learned about some of the famous women behind some of the art and the women that inspire some of the pieces. The exhibit or the exhibition will be up at the Binghamton University Art Museum until June. I'm gonna have to make a visit up there. I didn't realize they have an art museum. I've been up there for a concert at Binghamton University, Driftless Pony Club. I saw them years back in the day. But the museum is until June and is open to the public. Okay. Diane Butler, director of the Binghamton University Art Museum, said, "At this time in America, when things are very confidential or confrontational, we want this to be a space where everyone is welcome. We are celebrating our American past, and many of the values that we hold very dear. You know, values of equality and justice, and that's the exhibit very clearly in the objects of the viewer. So there's a couple pieces of the art that's being displayed up there, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. Captain Rehab. Yeah, okay. Big Juice just recognizing Captain Rehab on the Twitch side. So that's pretty good. I didn't realize they had a an art museum and stuff like that. It's always good to see a little bit of art, even though you're not in the artsies and stuff like that. It is, you know, it's interesting, I guess. I guess it's more interesting to me now because I'm older. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's an older thing. I don't know. Let's see what else is on Fox 40. Again, full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40 or any other of the news agencies that I present here on the Friday morning coffee live stream broadcast. Just a consumer, and it gives me an opportunity to show what's going on around the community here. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Anything else? Oh, here's the missus. She's coughing up a storm. She's feeling better though. She's feeling very better. As far as 100 years ago today, Rich, let's go. No, you missed it, Big Juice. Had it early. You're gonna have to watch it on the replay. I know I've done it for you in the past. Good morning, coughing missus. Captain Rehab says, "Good morning, coughing missus."
Good morning.
She says good morning to you, Captain Rehab. So there's nothing else on Fox 40. And what's this emoji what's this emoji you put? Oh, you're laughing. It's okay. I guess that's the laugh, right? Which one is that on Twitch? What's that? What emoji is that? Not like this. Oh, you don't like that? Well, you're gonna have to go back and watch the replay. I can't do that every time you come in late. It's just like it's just that's why we have replays. Once in a while, I'll do it. Okay, if I'm in the mood. I'm not in the mood today. Let's see. Oh, hang on for a minute, folks. Hey, Pam. Okay, I just had to mention something to the missus there. On something here. Okay, let's see. Nothing on WEBO. So we got a bunch of criminals in the county facing charges. One after domestic dispute. And we have someone in Pennsylvania pleads guilty to killing wife. Wow, that's too bad. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Big Juice. Appreciate it. I had to just say something to the missus there. Let me take care of that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. I would have caught it there eventually. Yeah, just something I saw I had to make mention to the missus here. Okay, taken care of. 6 clicks completed. See, that's what you tell me about. It's taken care of like that. No problem. Let's see. WNBF. Let's see. What do we got on WNBF? New chilies inspired by office opening soon. And there's nothing on there either. What the heck? Let's see. WBNG. That's channel 12. Confentry to hosting the inaugural Maple. Oh, we got a video on the Maple Festival. Where's this at? Let's see what this is. We were talking about the Maple Festival Wednesday. And Rich, somebody is asking for yeah, I've seen that, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab says, Rich, does the top of the bottom window panel have a bird? The bird is no, it doesn't have the bird doo-doo. Let's see. The bird doo-doo. he's poopless. He's a poopless bird. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and we're talking about here's some more on the Maple Festival. Let's go ahead. This is off of WBNG. Again, full disclosure, I have no association or work for WBNG. I'm just presenting their information here as far as give an outlook as far as what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York for the people, the viewers that are watching, and also those that are listening. And let's see what maple season has started.
You might have heard of the Coventry Blueberry Festival, and now the town will be hosting its first ever Maple Festival. This will take place on Sunday, April 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event is co-hosted by Windy Acres Maple Syrup LLC, a local maple farm in Coventry, and the Coventry Events Committee. The festival will have everything maple, from different treats to creative recipes. Event hosts say it's a great opportunity to support local businesses.
There's other maple festivals local to us, but not that local to us. So we're really excited to have this literally just up the road. It's all about the family, small local businesses. My husband made maple as a child, and he just wanted to let our kids be a part of that experience when they were younger, and then it's continued to grow from there.
All the Maple festivities will take place just right behind the Coventry Town Hall. Once again, it will be on April 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And everybody at Windy Acres was so kind enough, they gave me some maple treats.
Okay.
Howard, I feel like we're always eating. We're just
That's
always
okay.
eating.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Who cares?
I was just going to say, really nice to have sugar at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's just some maple cotton candy, and I think these are some cookies.
Oh, these are sugar. These are phenomenal.
Yeah?
These are my favorite.
I'm gonna have some cotton candy too.
Mm-hmm. I could eat a whole bag. I mean, I could eat that whole bag.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so April 13th, if you guys also want to have some of this awesome
How's
sweet, it's so good. I shared all around the office.
Yeah.
I shared it with the class, as I like to say.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it. It was so good.
Pure sugar, right in the veins, right before bed.
I'm gonna wake up right now at 1 a.m. It's gonna be awesome.
Good stuff. Thank
you. And that's the news anchor there, the young lady, and then the gentleman to the right. He's the weather guy for Channel 12 News. Just to let you know, they're it sounds like they were on the late night story there concerning the Maple Festival there at a local community, and so the maple is flowing. And let's see what else we got on the news here for WBNG. Oh, fire destroys apartments in Ithaca. let's see what this one's about. Ithaca is just up the road here from where I'm at. According to Ithaca Fire Department, 5:12 p.m. This would have been yesterday, 27th. Yeah, yesterday. Or 5. Tompkins 911 received multiple calls reporting a fire on Chester. Okay, we'll see what this one's about. We haven't had a fire. This is a house fire, apartment building.
Thursday afternoon, the Ithaca Fire Department responded to a building fire in the area of 700 Chestnut Street in the city. Upon arrival, crews were met with heavy fire and smoke, and a third alarm was immediately called to bring in off-duty crews and mutual aid partners. According to the department, the situation was under control in under a half an hour, and crews remained throughout the evening putting out hotspots. There were no injuries reported. However, the apartment building is a total loss. The cause of the fire is under investigation in Tompkins County.
Okay, so no loss of life. So that's if you want to say a good fire, the total destroyed, but you can always rebuild, and so no loss of life. That's the one thing I guess as a firefighter, my past experience as a firefighter, I try and key in on that particular statement. It's just when you do have a loss of life, that's when it's really tragic and stuff like that. Okay, let's see what else we got. Hopefully this rain that we get coming in will take care of. We've been having not really major brush fires, but we do have some brush fires that are happening. Let's see. Colgate students partner with Rogers Center to learn maple. Oh, here's something on maple. Oh, there's no video on that one. Let's see. Big Juice says, Rich, have ever when let's see, let me back up. You missed Captain Rehab said I missed my other comment. Rich, does the top to the bottom, I talk about the bird. What's the other comment before somebody is asking? Yeah, I saw your comments there about the show and the number 2 thing there, unless there was one above that. Was there one above that, Captain Rehab? The one above that. Oh, the one above the bird. Oh, coughing misses equals more rest for misses, more time in the chair for Rich. Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
Oh, when she's nap, I'm in the chair. You got it. That's a good. Okay, that was worth it.
All day, right?
Huh? That one gets a pin right there. She liked that one. I liked it too. That's probably true. She'll lay down for the nap and stuff, and I'm in here playing PUBG Battlegrounds. Good one, Captain Rehab. That's a good one. Oh man, that was worth going back. Thank you for pointing me back on the. Yeah, if I miss a comment, go ahead and make a comment saying, let's catching up because. Rich, we all know you want to be a weather. No. That guy, right? I can't think of his name, but he's a good weatherman. He's been in the area for quite a while. My former manager and project manager, where I worked at, he knows him personally. They're good friends. Rich, have you ever, when you were working, be a weatherman? No. Oh, expect arson. Oh, yeah, you could. Yes, I don't want to go into detail because it's when they're saying they suspect arson and stuff, they're not going to give full details and stuff like that because you give away your tactics as far as looking up for these guys and stuff like that. But arson is very 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 hard to prove. You have to having the legalities of that, and believe me, I've had enough fire science classes to know the legalities. You almost have to catch the person in the act to charge them with first degree. And first degree arson is when you have a death and stuff like that. So there is a person that was caught, from what I heard, out in Las Vegas, which is going to probably find, from what they're saying, other people that are doing this with the Tesla cars, which I think is idiotic and stupid. and it is a stupid person. They're just Big Juice says she sleeps rich parties. Well, I don't really call it partying, but I'm playing around. But arson is very hard to prove, and there have been a number of arson cases that I've been on, both in the military and also the civilian side. That sometimes it's let's just say most arsonists that I've come they're sloppy. They're very sloppy. We had one. I even after being retired as a firefighter locally, there was an arson that started a really bad fire, and just from the get go, I'm like, I think that's the guy who did it. By after listening to the report of a guy reporting it, because the one sure sign is one of the I can privy to this. One of the things when you're on the fire ground, there's always, especially now, there's always a camera. Those camera views are being they get scrutinized to the T, because there's always something in there, and there's always probably one person in the crowd. That's your firebug, because he wants to see it, wants to, and some of them, they're not right up. They don't have. They're not right up in the noggin here. They're a little bit. It's due to mental illness, maybe. I guess. As far as that goes, it goes to the same thing with people that fire off a gun there and kill people for no good reason. It's not the gun; it's the person that shoots a gun. The same thing with arson. Arson, though, I've had. I've been privy to a few cases and stuff like that, which it's interesting, but it's just when you have a loss of life, it's really gut wrenching, and it's hard to prove and stuff like that. And we didn't have much in when I got out and I was a volunteer. We've had it. The 15 years I was a volunteer, we probably had maybe 3 that I can think of. 3 arson. We've had one recently here, but you're doing the Danish today?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I thought that was a weekend. We bought some.
Well, it was, but
Well, what's it? What kind is it?
it's a cinnamon roll.
Oh, the cinnamon roll. I thought the cinnamon rolls for the weekend. She's eating this. You're gonna do just one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, just
For
one.
me.
Okay. I have one today and one tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. Where are we at? We're on channel 12. Anything? Broome County dispatchers donate Purple Heart recipients book. Oh, here's Broome County dispatchers. Let's look at this one. This looks like it's interesting. Oh, maybe not. Let me see.
J.D. Vance and his.
No, they're talking about dispatches, but it's something on the national. Big Juice says she ain't sharing, Rich. You gotta make your own. No, it's not making your own. It's just taking it out of the container.
Yeah. You gotta get your own on.
Yeah, we got that at the grocery store yesterday. The Danish, and her mom used to make some Danishes or cinnamon run buns at Christmas time. Oh my God, they were good. They were just dripping. Southern Tier Representative UN Ambassador nomination pulled by you. I heard about this. She got pulled as a nominee because they wanted to stay in Congress. And let's see. I think that's about it for WBNG. Yeah, there's stuff there, but I don't want to go on the political side. Let's see. Let's see. There's nothing on the whale, the WAAL. Let's see. Let's see. Do we have a? Oh, okay. We have a video for BU art exhibit. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about here. Let's see. We're going to make sure that is off, and we got that. So
University celebrated Women's History Month with a special art exhibit that highlights the essence of heroines. BU students, faculty, and staff submitted artwork inspired by this year's theme, A Rainbow in Someone's Cloud. There were different categories of artwork, from visual art like paintings and drawings to performing arts, cinema, and graphic designs. One winner was selected for every category and was awarded a $250 prize. The winner of the writing category, Riley Thomas, submitted a poem called We Are Girls Together about her relationship with her two sisters.
So I am often doing my best to be that rainbow for people. That is what my entire staff, like our goal is in our program. And so when I was thinking about, okay, who is my rainbow? My sisters were like the first two people to absolutely pop into my brain and really guided this experience and my writing. Obviously, it's about them.
Thomas says a rainbow is a sign of hope. The event was hosted by the Kashak Institute for Social Justice for Women and Girls.
Okay, enough about that there. Binghamton University. Let's see. Big Juice says, and about the Tesla fires, why would people be burning their own cars when they're paying? It isn't that the one in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas car dealership. That's the one you see. Like I think there's like 10 to 15 of them being torched. They caught that person. That person is going to probably go to jail for 20 years. That's a federal crime. So they're going to crack down. They're not going to. It's not going to be like everybody got a pass there on the Summer of Love years back under Joe Biden. They just let it go. People reckon no, these people are going to be, and those people they're taking cues off of a certain party, certain people in a certain party that lost this past election, and thinking they have a blank check to do that sort of thing. That's not free speech. That's not those are terrorists. And I want to say, my saying about terrorists, only good terrorist is a dead terrorist. Well, there were terrorist wannabes and stuff like that because they are instilling terror, fear, and it's not right. And like I said before you came in, Big Juice, I made mention about that. If I bought a Tesla, the minimum price you can pay for it, even a used Tesla, is going to cost you $65,000. Okay, they're not cheap. And all these people that bought them back on the people that are burning them now, oh, it's good for the environment. Now they're burning them. Yeah. So that right there, that tells you these people weren't even serious about climate change and stuff like that. Even that freaking girl that's overseas there, the poster child there and stuff like that of climate change. You don't even hear her because she got on this other issue with the folks over there in the Middle East and stuff. Because nobody's talking about climate change anymore. So that goes to say how genuine they were about their cause. It's bullshit. I'll just leave it at that. No, that's just not right as far as that. And then the folks and these people that are keying them, you've seen the videos. Don't these people realize they have cameras on there, dudes? People, you're idiots. The idiot of the month or idiot of the day, that person that keyed a Tesla, send them to, fine them $10,000 and send them to jail for a year for destroying property and stuff. That's ridiculous. There's no reason for that. You have no justification for doing that. I don't care who you are or what side of the aisle on. That's just wrong. And I'm for good. I'm not for bad. That's bad stuff. Well, when people see new things come out, they gotta have it. They don't care about but the thing is, that side was really promoting it and stuff like that with the agenda, with all the money that was involved in that. Who is it? That person down there in Georgia, Stacey Abrams. Doge found out she got $2 billion. What the hell does she got $2 billion? Where's that going? She has nothing to do with climate change. She ran for governor down there. They didn't mention, oh, I have this company and stuff. Like, she doesn't even. So it's a farce, that climate change in that side. Is there climate change going on? Yeah, there is, but I'll leave it to the discussion on the actual merits of climate change. I'm talking about the nutcases that are taking that and taking it to the extreme. But these same people that did take it to the extreme, now they're burning the Teslas.
Yeah, sending all that
Yeah.
lithium.
What's that?
All that toxic Smoke.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
all
air
that
from the
toxic smoke.
batteries,
Is that good for the climate? Me and the missus have been talking. We're just shaking our heads when these stories come up. It's like
Can't fix stupid.
can't fix stupid. The missus says exactly, and that's what it is. It's stupid, but they're going to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, and that's because we're getting our act together. The act is getting back together here in the United States of America. Thank God. God bless her too. God bless America. Let's see here. If you got disagreements, peace. And it goes back to Martin Luther King. The character of a person is going to be on the content of the person. And if you're a bad person doing that stuff, you're a bad person. You're going to be peaceful. Peaceful protest. Hey, sit out there on the public sidewalk and whatever. Don't impede traffic. I have no problem with that. That's actual free speech. But when you start destroying property, there's a line you cross. I'm sorry. That's how I look at it. And if you don't agree with it, that's your bag of donuts, not mine. Oh, it looks like they had a powerful earthquake in Thailand and Myanmar. And it killed quite a few people there. Let's see. We got something on Major League Baseball? No, that's not a video, so we can't use that. Let's check. What do we got? Anything? Oh, Korea's worst wildland fires are now almost contained. Oh, they got a problem with wildland fires over in Korea. NFL draft needs for every NFC team after free agency. That's the sports. I'm just checking the sports here. Of course, Duke beat Arizona to have the pleasure of playing Alabama tomorrow. And Alabama set a new NCAA tournament record for three-pointers, it looks like. And Patriots legend pushes Aaron Rodgers to make I guess there's talk of Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. What is that? I can't get. Oh, I have to. That's a paywall. They don't have the page anymore. I heard talk of that. Eagles. Okay, I'm just looking at this sports page. Okay, let's see. WENY. What's on deep WENY? Do we have anything on there? Let's see. When will people see new things coming out? Okay, we already did that. Was Big Juice's comment there? And I am not seeing anything. Got a brush fire out there on the next county over. We already talked about the apartment building fire. Let's see, channel 28. You all right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And Pistol Dog. Okay, this is channel. Not seeing anything in the news from channel 18 news, so let's see. Oh, here's a new store that's opening. Let's go ahead. This is Aldi's. One store is closing and another store is opening, unfortunately. And what we have is, let's see. Let me get to it here. Here we go. There's a store, Aldi's. Aldi's is opening. As far as that goes, this is the Weagle Penny Saver, but Aldi's is open April 3rd, It's a new store, but right across the street, there's a store. The Tops is closing. The new constructed Aldi's located on 1150 State Street, 17C, in the location of the former Treadway Inn Conference Center, will open its doors Thursday, April 3rd. That's next week. And that'll be interesting to see as far as that goes. And there's, let's see, here's a picture of it. There's a picture of it. It's all completed. That used to be there used to be a hotel right there. They knocked it down. You can see remnants of the old Treadway Inn right off to the right there. There's a couple hotels over there. Right across the street, though, there's a shopping complex, and Tops is going away. Tops Supermarket. So this is an entity unto its own, all brand new, and this is on the illegal penny saver for Aldi's. And so probably all the workers that worked across the street will be coming back to this store to work. That'll be interesting. We don't shop there. We shop on the other side of Owego here at Price Chopper, and we've been shopping there for years and stuff. I'll probably go in there to check it out and such. It's always good to see a new business, but it's heart-wrenching when you see an old business go down as far as that goes. And such. So, and let's see, you got anything on KGB? No, nothing on KGB. 104, KISS 104.1. No, nothing on their page. And let's see, what's this one? 106.5. And that's up in the Buffalo area. Oh, NFL. What's this one about? Let's see. This is NFL fines referee $500,000 suspended for call. What's that about? Oh, that's interesting. That must be a call that they made against the Buffalo Bills. Did the NFL really suspend and fine a ref for a bad call that they made during the AFC Championship game? There is no doubt that the officiating in the NFL this season has been wildly popular topic that fans have been pointing out. There have been some calls that seem to have changed the dynamic of the game. It's not deciding a game, which in some cases it's there. Fans also can't but notice that the Kansas City Chiefs always seem to get help from missed or mistake calls. During the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs game in the AFC Championships, there were calls that were pointed out that may have been wrong during the game. Fans were circulating a rumor that the NFL had fined the refs and suspended some, and even another rumor that Bills owner Kim Pagel had asked the NFL to reschedule the game. Did the NFL fine refs $500 or $500,000? A simple search and find on the NFL websites see that this is just simply okay. It's not true. Okay, so this is disputing this rumor. It's a rumor. Okay, so as much as some people that they don't agree with some of the things. So the NFL has announced a $500,000 fine and 10-game suspension for this particular ref who officiated a game between Kansas City due to bribery. So do not believe everything you see and hear. So there we have it. So that is a falsity. So just the way it looked, that's clickbait for this particular page. What the hell? I thought, why? I don't know. I guess they're getting traffic to their page. I don't know. I thought there was some truth to that as far as that goes. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put that back on. And let's see. And that's it for that. So I think we're about at the tail end here as far as that goes. And we're at an hour and 47 minutes. So is this stuck? This is, oh, okay. I got to hit the button. Remind me later. Okay. I guess this is on Rumble, by the way. I have this on the Rumble because the Twitch wasn't handling it. So I've got that on when I broadcast because we're on Rumble Studios, and currently we have 3 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals. What do we have on the? Let's go ahead and do a check on the YouTube channel here. We have 1 person on the YouTube channel. How many people on X Live? We have 3 people. All right. Thank you, X Live. Folks over there on X Live, thank you for spending a little of your time here on the Facebook. What do we have on the Facebook here? Nobody on the Facebook. Okay, Facebook is looking good, though. What are we broadcasting at? Let's see, settings. We're setting it at 720p. And I think we're at 720p on the... and we have one person still on Twitch as far as that goes. And so a total of 5 people with the 3. We got a total of 8 people watching. So thank you very much for the people that are watching. And I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being here. Greatly appreciate that, Tina. She's over there listening to Hal, who's still on, by the way. They got I think in about another 10 minutes, they'll be doing the Friday Scream. Thank you, Jane. Jane was here. Thank you, Jane. She's probably not here anyway, but thank you, Jane, for being here. Always a pleasure to have you here. She's a fellow New Yorker, and it makes my day to hear her. See, she's getting better. She's got some things she's got, but she's getting better, which is good because she was a little under the weather there. Captain Rehab, as always, my friend, coming in from the city of brotherly love. Thank you for being here. He is our funny guy, along with Big Juice, Steve, out there in Ohio. Thank you for being here, Big Juice. And also the people that are watching the live feed here on the various platforms that we're streaming out to. Thank you for being here. And those people that are watching on the replay, thank you very much as well here on the replay, as well as the people that are listening to the audio pod. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And you're spending a little bit of your time to watch this knucklehead yap. And that means a lot. I really appreciate that. It's a good way to get a positive start to the day, #PSTTD. So we're going to get our day started here and see what the day brings. And we got some sunshine, so I don't know where this rain's going to come in. We'll see after lunch, probably. That's usually the case. It's nice sunny morning this morning. Let's see the temperature go up. Yeah, we're 33. So we went from 31 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So, all right, folks, you all have a great one wherever you may be. Let's see, what are we going to do for our outro? Okay, there it is. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Again, thank you. Enjoy your weekend. We will be broadcasting some gaming this weekend for sure in 1080p, folks. I'm stoked about that. 1080p. It's going to be some eye candy there from Lord of the Rings Online. All right, folks, you all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care and have a great one. Ciao for now, folks.